Hello, welcome back to Bezalel. My name is Jade. On today's video, I will be sharing 5 tips on how to make your kitchen look as organized and stylish as possible. It's no longer news that the kitchen is the heart of the home, and every woman has the desire to want to have that welcoming and well put together kitchen. So my first tip on how to achieve that organized look is this. You want to keep your countertop as clean as possible. What do I mean? Your countertop is where you put a lot of stuff. That's where you have your plate rack, all your kitchen equipment, your blender, your toaster, your kettle, and all of that. But one mistake I see people do is they put everything on their countertop. They put their plate rack, they put their toaster, their blender, their food processor. Everything is on that countertop, and what happens is that it gives a lot of visual clutter. It makes your kitchen look disorganized. It makes it look like you don't know what you're doing. It makes it look cluttered. So my advice is this: clear your countertop as much as you can. You don't have to put everything on it. So for example, if you have a blender, you have a toaster, you have your food processor, you have your air fryer, you have your mixer, all the gadgets you think you have in your kitchen, everything doesn't have to stay on top of your countertop. You just need to put the things that you use regularly. So for example, you use your kettle a lot of times, you can put that on your countertop. Your microwave, of course, you most likely put that on your countertop if you don't have a place to keep that. But other things like your food processor, your air fryer, your mixer, your toaster, those equipment that you do not use regularly, I don't think they should be displayed. You don't need them displayed. Just keep them in your cupboard, keep them somewhere else, just hide them. What it does is that when you're able to hide all those things and you have more space on your countertop, it reduces the visual clutter and it makes your kitchen really organized. So just clear all those things. You don't have to display all your plates, you don't have to display all your cups, you don't have to display your Maggi container, your salt containers, you don't have to, people put all sort of things. Just keep those things that that don't look appealing. Keep them, hide them away, make your countertop look good as possible. And when you do that, it also helps you with space. You have more work, you have more space to work, you have more space to chop your vegetables, and do a lot of things in your kitchen. But when everything is just filled and packed up and all of that, it reduces your workspace and it makes your kitchen look disorganized. My second tip is decant the decantables. What do I mean? So a lot of people we all have things we buy. So your rice, your gari, your cereals, your salt, your Maggi, your spices. If they come in sachets, I think it's better and is much more organized if you can decant them in a really nice little container. So you have Maggi's, you have your salt. You don't have to open a pack of Maggi and just put it in your kitchen and just keep it. It doesn't look good. I mean, no. Get a nice looking set of containers and put your Maggi inside. Same thing for your salt. If your salt comes in a sachet, decant it into another container that is easier to use that way, and it makes your kitchen look organized. Same thing with your food items like your rice, your beans, your poundo, your gari, everything. A lot of people would buy it in nylon, and it's from that same nylon they keep dishing it to use. It doesn't look nice. It makes your kitchen look scattered, and people now put them on top of their countertop again, so it makes everything look organized. So why not they're really nice, inexpensive containers with covers that you can just pour those food items into and store them neatly. So if you're thinking about space, you don't have to buy the ones that are big. You can buy the ones that you can stack on each other. So when you pour the rice and the beans and everything, just stack them up on each other, and it creates a very nice look. It makes you look neat, it makes you look organized, and You don't really spend a lot of money. I hope that was helpful. So that's my second tip. So my third tip is this one. That might not be like me for it, but I'll still say it. Get rid of those mismatched cups, plates, spoons, and pots. What do I mean? When you go to some people's homes, you see a lot of you see different types of plates of different shapes, different colors. Some are even broken, some are chipped. You see different types of spoon, plastic spoon, the steel spoons, spoons from takeaways, spoons from parties, plates from parties. You see mugs with broken handles, different shape of mugs are mismatched. Some have pots with different covers. Some have pots that the handles are off. Some have the pots of one is different from the cover. The cover of one pot is different from the pot itself. They have different types of pots. It just looks disorganized. It doesn't look nice. If you really want to have that really clean, organized kitchen, you need to get sets of plates, set of spoons, set of cups, and again, they're not expensive. I just feel when people go to parties, they give people plates, and people just equip their kitchen with those plates. I think it's not nice. I think if you're more than 30 and you're still doing that, I think you should think about it. It doesn't speak well of you as an adult, really. Go to the market and buy nice looking set of plates. When you have those nice set of plates and you arrange them in your kitchen and you display them, it looks really nice. But when you have one plate from one wedding, and that plate from a burial, and that plate from a birthday party, and you just use that to set up your home, it makes you look like you don't really care. And I'm sure you care about your kitchen. So get really nice set of plates, get sets of spoons, all those takeaway spoons. So you buy your takeaways and you keep the spoons. Please throw them away. You do not need as much as possible. Those white plastics I'm talking about, some of you have piles of them in your home. Please throw them away. You don't need them. Give them out. It's just they're not good. They're ugly. You don't use most of them, and they're just breeding grounds for dust. Cockroaches stay on them and all of that. So throw them away. Some of you have mismatched spoons from different events. Some of you, your neighbor's spoons that you refuse to return their spoons. Get your own set of spoons and just have it all put together. Same with your mugs, your cups. If you have kids, I understand, but even if you have children, you don't need as much plastic spoons and cups in your house. You don't need them. If you have too much of those things, your kids will want to use more of them, and it gives you more work to do. But if your child has just 2 cups, it means that if they use that 2 cup and it's dirty, you are forced to want to wash them. But if you have too many plastic cups, too many plastic spoons, you keep using them, you keep piling up those dirty plates, and it stresses you out. So get rid of those cups. Get set of nice tumblers. I don't think as an adult you should be drinking from plastic cups. I don't think so. I think if you're an adult, one of the things you should reward yourself for the hustling and the hustling you do is to be able to have a very nice meal with a nice plate and a cup, and it doesn't have to be expensive, really. So yeah, please get new set of cups, set of plates. Those mugs that have broken handles that have been chipped, please give them out, throw them away. They don't look nice. Now there are people that love to collect things. That's different. But even if you like to collect things, let it be things let your collection be the nice collections. Let them be exquisite. Let them be nice. Not the ones that you just collect different things and they look haphazard and they don't look appealing. No, that's not the collection. It's just you hoarding things, really. So change your pots. If your pots have different covers, you have to look for which cover fit. Then you need to get this set of pots. Just get it. If you are watching this video, you can afford it. You've just not thought about it. You've not just thought about it. You've not just, been able to plan towards it. I feel like in our Nigerian homes, buying home items is not something we're used to. People don't think about it. Just as long as the thing is useful, they don't think about changing them. But even if you are able to cook with them, but if you're cooking and one hand of your pot is not there, you have to use your napkins to hold it, to carry the pot. The cover is different. You can't carry the cover of one pot. Then it means you need a new set of pots. It just means you need a new set of pots. So save towards it and get new set. You will love yourself. You'll be grateful you did. And when you buy those new set of pots, throw the old ones away. Don't keep them. Give them out. Throw them away. Trust me, you would appreciate it. You will love your kitchen when you do that. Yeah. So my fourth tip is, I'm sorry, I have it written on my notes just so I do not forget, is to declutter. Yeah. Declutter. I can't say this enough. Even if you buy the latest equipment, the latest kitchen items, the latest blender, toaster, food processor, and your kitchen is cluttered, no matter what you do, it's not going to look organized. It will always look scattered and disorganized. It will always look chaotic. So get into this habit of decluttering your space. Things that you've not used in a long time, give it out. Sell it. If it's bad, throw it away. This habit of, it might be useful one day, is not true. It will not be useful. And I mean, why do you feel you need to, because of one day, you want to, reduce the quality of your life and reduce the comfort you will get from a less chaotic space, from a less cluttered space, because of just the one day that might never even happen. But you see, those food things, those food, equipment that you feel you've not used in a very long time, give it out, sell it, give somebody else, get rid of it. Really, you don't need them. You need to declutter. You don't need, if you are a household of you, your husband and 3 kids, you don't need 10 plates, you don't need 15 cups, you don't need all those things. You need to, the less you have, the better. Really, it helps you. So learn to declutter. Get rid of old plates. Your wedding gifts that you've reminded for almost 15 years, your wedding gifts, those blenders, those cups, you've not given them out, you've not used them. Come on, really, please just get rid of them. So declutter. I can't say it, much more than this. You need to declutter your space. No matter what you do, if you have too much stuff in your space, it will not look nice. Some of you hoard things a lot, things that you don't need. Nylon bags, get rid of them. You don't need them. What else do I want to say? Plastic bowls from parties, from burials, from events they give you. You have tons of plastic bowls. You don't need as much as you think you need. If you have 6 bowls of different sizes, it's enough. You don't need 10, you don't need 15, you don't need 25, you don't need them. Take away containers. Oh my god, that is like I go into people's, I'm like, why do you have so much takeaways? You don't need them. Get rid of them. Take them away. You don't need them. I feel if your excuse is, I want to use them to keep soups, then get 6 or maximum 8 that you feel will be good enough for you, and keep them. The rest, throw them away. Every time you buy a takeaway, you don't have to keep them in your house. Every time you take ice cream, you don't have to keep the bowl in your house. And throw it away. I feel you should even reduce the amount of plastics you use, because it's not good for the environment anyways. But don't store them in your house. Get rid of them. If you can recycle them, but don't store them in your kitchen. It breeds cockroaches, it breeds dust, it takes up space, and it's not just nice for your kitchen. And the final tip I would be sharing, which I've talked about in all the other tips, is less is more. I know there's a minimalist trend going on now, but I'm not talking about being minimalist. I'm just saying the less items you have, the better for you. It makes you more efficient in using your things. So if you're a family of six, you have two. If you're a family of six, you and your husband, you have 4 kids. If you have eight, you know, plates, let's assume your kids are grown-ups and you don't have to use too much plastic stuff. You have eight. I think that's you don't have to have 16 plates because you are a family, you're a big family. What happens is that the more plates you have, the less you are willing to wash those plates, and then the plates pile up and it becomes overwhelming to wash those plates. Do you get? If you have less plates, it's easier to just want to wash them, because if you know you don't wash them, you will not have plates to use next time. So can I just wash them? So the less is more. You don't need, too much spoons. You don't need too much plates. You don't need too much cups. You don't need too much pots. You don't need loads of plastic Tupperware to store your food. You don't need a lot of all those things. So you need to be sincere with yourself. What do I really need? And what can my space take? You have a small kitchen, or you have, loads of someone that has a mega kitchen, and you're complaining that your kitchen is too hot, is scattered and all. Because you have too much things, then declutter, give it out, sell it off, throw it away even if it's bad, and just try and curate the things you really need. Trust me, it's just in your head. You can actually survive with much less than you have. Really, you can survive much. You don't have to have, a lot of things to be able to make a good meal, or to make a kitchen look good, and to have an efficient kitchen. So it's all about curating those items that you think you really, really need. And when you have those items, you can organize them in a very nice and efficient way. So finally, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you had a good time. I hope you've learned. And again, I hope you have a different perspective on organizing your kitchen. Again, having a beautiful kitchen is not expensive. It's just knowing what to do and doing things the right way. That's all. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, do have a great time. Bye. Just like that, the pain was washed away. You called his name. Call his name. Calling 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 his name. You closed your eyes, took a breath. You found the light, got up again. You found his grace, fought the pain, and just like